Let's talk about the Florida real estate market in 2022 and 2023, and we must all realize there are many different scenarios that could play out. How could all these factors affect the real estate forecast for the next 2 years? Inflation over the last decade has been running at an average of 1.8%. Essentially, it's the decrease in the purchasing power of the dollar over time. That's why the latest inflation figures are putting a huge dent in people's purchasing power. High inflation will slow the markets. During high inflation, it can be difficult to get a mortgage. High mortgage rates mean buyers have less purchasing power, so some will continue to rent, and housing prices will tend to rise during high inflation. The real estate market in 2022 and 2023. Over the next 2 years, these factors could have a huge effect in our real estate forecast for the Florida market. Home sales and prices in Florida are still rising, and inventory is super tight. The number of buyers paying cash for single-family homes has increased by almost half. The experts are predicting a home price growth rate for 2022 up to 16.4%, but recently estimated it to peak at 21.5% in May and then decline to 17% at the end of the year. Even with rising mortgage rates and higher prices, the housing market should remain strong due to the increased demand as more millennials are projected to buy houses in 2022. Millennials make up the largest share of home buyers in the United States. Fannie Mae predicts that a double-digit home price rise will continue until the middle of 2022, but it won't be until 2023 that home value appreciation recovers to the pre-pandemic rate of 5%. They predict that an average 30-year mortgage rate will rise modestly to 3.5% by the end of 2023. Fannie Mae also anticipates that price growth will be slower than usual in 2023. Slowing in home price appreciation and possibly increased inventory could help avoid a real estate market disaster in 2023. Many potential purchasers, particularly millennials, have been priced out of the market as home prices have grown at an exponential rate. Many buyers need to get into a larger home because they have a growing family. Housing inventory will remain low despite plenty of new construction. The number of homes for sale will still fall well short of demand in 2022. The top real estate markets poised for growth. Expect Tampa and Jacksonville to top the list, followed by a slew of reasonably priced and rapidly growing Sunbelt markets. The cooler markets predicted will be New York, Milwaukee, San Francisco, and San Jose due to fewer new jobs. And closing, a more pronounced economic slowdown over the next couple of years could reduce the housing demand, but it is expected that housing will hold up comparatively well relative to past recessionary periods due to low supply.